Welcome everybody. Good to see some new faces, friendly faces, friendly faces. So thanks for coming out. We're excited about this project. We're looking forward to the neighborhood receiving this project. This house is a metaphor for our training program. Tearing down the old, the things that don't work, getting rid of them, looking to the future, building for a future, and then taking on the new traits, the new characteristics. And that's really what we do in our program overall. For us, it's about relationships. Changing one life has a ripple effect within a household, within a family. And so the young people that come into our program who are going to be actively involved in rebuilding or building new with this program, not necessarily young people, people who are mature as well might be coming into our program. So we're looking forward to this overall. This project is possible because of a number of individuals who have made it so over months, weeks, days. And so I'd like to begin by introducing the mayor for many reasons, but under the mayor's direction, the Department of City Development, other agencies have just been really, really helpful in supporting us and holding our hand and walking us through, providing assistance in many different ways and different kinds.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm really thrilled to be here. You started talking about metaphors. I mean, here we are under the leaves of a tree whose leaves are changing, and I think that's a good metaphor for what we've got here today as well. This is about changing a neighborhood with the housing, but it's also about helping to change our community with the young people here that are going to help rebuild this space. I couldn't be happier to be in partnership with the Civilian Conservation Corps, the Great Lakes CCC. For many of you who may or may not know this, I named my oldest daughter Eleanor Roosevelt Mason in no small part to the programs and commitment that the Roosevelts had during the New Deal to rebuild the middle class with projects like this. And there was a Wisconsin Conservation Corps that existed in Wisconsin for a number of years that did a number of local projects, including one closest to us by North Beach. And so this is a great continuation of that tradition of putting public and private dollars together to rebuild a neighborhood with the built environment and with housing, but as importantly, to invest in young people, to give them the tools and the skills and the opportunities they need to have a career. And when I think about that, I just look about not just the work that Great Lakes has done, but the number of partnerships that projects like this bring about, whether it's the county who's worked with us to get this property into good use, whether it's with United Way that's worked so hard on these projects. I see David Rhodes here and all the work that they've done around encouraging sustainability on these kind of projects. So we're really lucky to do it in partnership with so many great groups. But really this is a day for Great Lakes Civilian Conservation Corps. And really want to acknowledge the work that they're going to do here. Have great staff in the city to help do it. But if there's one thing I've learned about being mayor in the short time that I've been mayor is we have some big challenges ahead of us, and the city can't solve them alone. So we are so happy and excited to lead on this project, but to also work in partnership with so many great groups that are represented here today. So with that, I will say thank you for everyone for being here, and I'm looking forward to the change that this project provides to our community. So thanks, Chris.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you.
Sure.
Economic mobility is rooted in neighborhood conditions, as the mayor said. We are in the backyard of a wonderful district, and so it gives me great pleasure to introduce President Miekma, whose district we are in. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, everybody, and thank you for being here. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited for this in my district. I've always wanted to be a part of something where I get to wear a really cool helmet. So check that one off the list. Here we are. But this is such a cool project with some really great people. I'm going to get some really incredible experience out of this to make our community a better place. And that's what it's all about, giving people meaningful experiences within our community to make them more passionate about the place that they live, to be able to give back, to be able to improve, and in this case, to renew and rebuild. That is really what our community is going through in so many different ways, and I'm excited that a little piece of it is happening right here in the 14th District, and I'm excited to have all of these people involved, to have the Great Lakes Community Conservation Corps part of this. Again, good people coming together for good reasons to make our community a much better place. So again, so happy to be here. Thank you to all of you for being here to support this great project, and let's get it done.
So we've been fortunate to have had the opportunity as a youth corps, as Mayor Mason said, we derive from the Civilian Conservation Corps. And typically, youth corps often work with 16 to 24-year-olds. For us, there's been a nice transition. We've partnered over time with the First Choice Pre-Apprenticeship Program. Certainly, Racine Revitalization Partnership has been instrumental in transitioning some of our young people into projects, into the trades. Under the umbrella, their universe of projects extends beyond into Greater Racine, and so we're thankful for County Executive Delagrave, who is not here today, but Brenda Dankilovich is here on his behalf to see this project through and put a shovel in the ground. Brenda? This is one of 6 properties in Greater Racine that the Corps has been working on. 3 of those have been rehabs. One of those was in the city of Racine on Kinsey Avenue, and this is a hot market for housing. So as soon as they've been finished, they've been sold and returned to the tax rolls. So taking taking properties that have been distressed, blighting, abandoned, and ultimately tax foreclosed, and returning them, giving new life to the neighborhood, to the community, and new opportunities for young people to learn skills, has been a process in the making and continues to evolve. But I like to think of Jane Nicolai, our county treasurer, as kind of the godmother of this program. Notice I didn't say grandmother, I said godmother.
Thank you.
And so she was with us throughout the journey, and has been with us throughout the journey in terms of transitioning the properties to the municipalities. Thanks Amy Connolly for accepting those donations and passing them through. So we're very grateful to all those who've been in that chain and in that process. So Jane?
My job as county treasurer, there's only one part of it I do not like, and that is foreclosure. It is absolutely heartbreaking to take somebody's property away because they didn't pay taxes. And it's almost always because there's a lack of financial literacy. And it's absolutely heartbreaking, and that's why when we can do something good out of a bad situation, we foreclosed on this property for lack of paying taxes. But now we have young people learning to build homes. We're improving the neighborhood. We can take something positive and build from that. So it's like it helps me sleep a little better at night knowing that of this foreclosure situation, we didn't do it in vain. We didn't foreclose and just leave it abandoned. There's no point in foreclosing like City of Milwaukee and having thousands of properties just sitting there. We strategically plan them. We take them in coordination with the city and other municipalities and with groups like this. So we're not making neighborhoods worse with foreclosure. We're using them to slowly improve them. So thank you for everything this group does. I applaud you and I thank you.
And last but not least, the idea of mentorship and trades and gaining skills is really about having public-private partnership. Private in the sense that we need contractors who are going to hold our hands throughout the process and recognize that it's really measure twice, cut once, rather than cut twice and waste material and learn to do it all over again. And so we've been very fortunate to partner with LandQuest that has been, again, taking our crews, our trainees through with LandQuest crews, with LandQuest subcontractors. So there's a real empathy and understanding that we are a training program. We move at a slower pace. The Racine Community Foundation recognized that as well and has helped to provide some assistance in that respect, that these projects generally take a little bit longer than normal because there's that training element involved. So with that, I'd like to introduce Ryan Douglas from LandQuest.
Thank you. It's been a privilege to get to know Great Lakes Community Conservation Corps and Chris Litzow. I applaud his leadership, his vision of helping youths to learn skills that they can take with them for future employment, hopefully. And projects like these are important to the community. They're important for a number of reasons. I'd first like to thank the mayor, Amy Conley, all the members of the city of Racine who have worked diligently to help us through this process of being able to acquire these types of homes. Jane has been incredible. She has 1,000 emails from me requesting different properties as we try to put together this partnership with Great Lakes. And it's important for a number of reasons. Number one, we feel that the community benefits. So when you take a look at this house, if you were to drive up and down the street, you would see this as probably the worst home in the neighborhood, bar none. So hopefully when we're done, within the next 4 to 6 months, you'll drive past and say, that's the best home in the neighborhood. So to me, these types of arrangements, the neighborhood wins, and that's important. It's important for their home values, for all the neighborhood, that they see that their home is beginning a transformation. The second benefit, of course, is the city and the county. It's back on the tax rolls. Something that wasn't being collected now can be collected. That's the second winner in these types of programs. The third, and really important, are the youths that are part of the Great Lakes Community Conservation Corps. We've had the opportunity to work on several homes with them, and they're eager to learn, which is great. They want to do good work. They just need someone that's willing to take the time, slow down, and show them, here's how you do it. Here's this trade, here's this trade, here's this trade. So we become basically the training ground for a lot of the classroom education that they're already doing. And I'd like to thank my team. I couldn't do this without my LandQuest subcontractors and my team of individuals that work directly for LandQuest Construction. It does take longer. Let's not kid ourselves. It's harder. However, when you're able to acquire these properties as a donation, it gives you a little bit more time. So you can slow down, so you can take the time to train the kids how to do it properly. And so I'd like to thank all the trades for being willing to do that. And to me, the bigger winner that we probably won't meet is the homeowner. We've already seen that in several occasions where we've done a gut remodel and the homeowner buys a home. We're able to price it at a price point that's at or below market. And now this family has a beautiful newly rehabbed home or newly built home at a price that they can afford. And that's huge to us. LandQuest, we've always believed that people deserve to love where they live. And this partnership with Great Lakes helps us to accomplish that. So we're so excited, and hopefully we'll have many more of these projects in the near future. Thank you.
With that, it's time to dig.
Why is mine so short?
Put you right around here. And then we'll put you right up here. Steve, why don't we put you guys on this side, and Marquise, why don't we grab you and Tiffany? Chanel, put you on the far side.
I know, I was just thinking.
Okay.
It'll be all right.
And then, David, you want to give us the heave ho? Ready, get set, heave ho! It has been marked. The utilities have been marked. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for coming out.